Hello and welcome to another lecture on Power Apps data table. In this particular lecture, we will discuss how we can use filter based on one data table and with another data table. So basically, when user will select one value from one data table, the other data table will be populated. Now to understand this better, let me just open the SharePoint list we have. So this is a SharePoint online site and I have a project list. So you can see here there is a project name column which I have renamed from the title column, and there is a manager is there assigned to for each project. For example, TSN for announced development, a manager is assigned, and for other projects also this manager has been assigned over there. Now I have one more list is there which is known as the project budget, and here subtasks are there for particular projects. For example, let's say TSN for in-house development. In this I have a migration product development, active directory tool development. Similarly, there is a Power Apps form design also is there subtask for this particular project. Now what we will do in this particular example is whenever user will select a particular project, for example, this is enjoysharepoint.com, this project, and corresponding subtask will show here. These are various subtasks which are there for this particular project. Similarly, if I will select TSN for in-house development, it should show me three subtasks which are presented in this particular subtask in this particular list from project budget. Now to work with this, what we will do is I will open the power. Now what we will do is we will start designing the form in Power Apps. So we will basically create a blank form and then we will add data table, and we will see how we can take that thing further. So I will open the browser, and here I will say powerapps.com, and on this, if you have not logged in, then it will ask you to sign in. You can see here, so I'll click on sign in. So you can also directly access make.powerapps.com, so both ways you can do. And now this is the Power Apps designer, which is still loading. Yeah, you can see here now. Here what we will do is I will create a canvas app from blank, so I'll click on that, and then it will ask me to give a name for that. So I'll give data table filter demo, and let's do a tablet format and then click on create. So I'll also upload this on this package, and you can upload, you can import that in your environment, and then you will be able to see the rules whatever we wrote over there, the formulas, that also you can see. Apart from that also I will send you the PDF which you can check the formulas that whatever we wrote on this particular example. Now let's just skip it. So what I'll do here is this is the screen one, and here we will first add a data table onto that. So let me just make it little bigger. Yeah. So I will click on insert, and then if you'll see here, here is the data table. So click on that, and now if you'll see, it will create one data table. This is the data table, and on this we will have to select a data source first of all. So I'll click on this one in the right side. You can see here in the properties, click on add a data source, and here if you'll see connect to SharePoint, and then it will show me all the sites. And if the site is not there, you can directly also put the URL here and you can say connect. Now this is the site where our list are there. So click on this Power Apps demo site, and if you'll see here, I have the list known as products, and the list name is projects. So let's select project and click on connect. So once you click on connect, you can see here now all these projects are appearing here. So you can see here now, we can make it little bigger as well. And if you want to make a little, let me just make it little down, and also we can add a rectangle and we can give a header kind of things. So I will click on this icon, and then if you'll see there is a rectangle. So you can see here, so I'll add the rectangle here, and we will take a label here. So I will take a label, I'll put it here, and the text we will change it to projects, let's say, or I will say project lists. We can make little bigger font, and then I will change the color to some other color, font color. You can see here we will make it to white so that we can see this thing here. Let me, yeah, we can see here now. This is how the this one looks like. So you can see here now, this is how the this looks like. We have a border, and next what we will do is, this is the data table. You can, let's just make little bigger. And now what we will do is, I will create another data table. So I will click on insert, same insert data table, and let it bring little down here. We'll make little small as well. And now what we will do on this is, we will connect to another data source, which is our project budget data source. So click on, we have to create a new data source. So let me just remove it. So let's click on add a data source, and we will say SharePoint, same way like we did in the previous example. Now select the particular list. So I have the list name is project budget. You can see here this is, and then click on connect. So once you click on connect, now we will select this particular project budget. So you can see here, and let me just expand it. So you can see here, this is the expanded list here. Now for this, now we will do the same way. We will just add one more rectangle here, and we can change it. So instead of adding that, I will just select it. I will copy it. So I will make here, I'll bring it here, and then we will add the label control here. So I'll just add one more label control here, and we will say sub project list or something. So I will say sub projects, and we can make little bigger this one as well, and the text we will make it to same white color. So now if you'll see here, this is how the form looks like now. Project list with having all the projects, and sub projects. If you'll see all the projects, it is showing all the sub projects, it is showing. But what we required here is, we required to filter the record so that whatever the selected project, then it should show us the those sub projects for that particular project. Now for this, we will write some rule on that. So let's just select this title column. So you can see here, for from the first data table, on select, we will say navigate to our screen. So if you'll see here, we will navigate to our same screen, which is our screen one, and just write screen transition dot none. And next what we have to do is, we will pass the filter criteria here. So suppose I will say selected project, and on this, basically what we will do is, we will assign the value. So make sure you start with the brackets here, so like this. And what we have to do here is, we will pass the value, so selected value. So the selected value will be from the data table. So if you'll see here, this will be our data table one. So this is, let's just see, yeah, this is the data table one. So the selected value will be, I'll put the column, and here it is data table one. You can see here data table one dot selected dot title. So basically whatever the title user will select, we will pass that value over there, and then I will close this bracket. So this is how we wrote this formula on this particular title. Now next what we have to do is we have to filter this particular data table, the second data table. So we will write the rule on that particular data table. So select the second data table, and then go to the items property, and instead of full data source, we will have to filter this. So I will write filter here, and we will basically filter the record from our data source. So the data source is project budget. You can see here this one, and then what value it will filter is, so if you'll see the lookup column name is project name. So the column should be, the rule should be, let's say project name dot value equal to our variable whatever we selected, whatever we sent. So it will be selected project. So now let me just close this. So now if you'll see here, so if you'll see here, we filter based on the project budget, and the value that we filter is project name dot a value equal to the selected project which came from this particular title column. Let me just preview it. So if you'll see here, now I have I will select one project. You can see here, if I'll select cell, it is showing me all these subtasks. If I'll select a TS info in-house development, you can see here, I can see the subtask here with project name, total budget, everything. So similarly, if I'll select enjoy SharePoint, you can see here, these are the sub projects that I can see here. So this is how we can filter a data table based on some value from another data table.